What's up, friends? How is everybody doing? Friends? Is that the right word to use? I don't know. I don't like the word guys because I feel like, is it only going to attract men? Because like the algorithm's probably pretty like literal when they're listening to what you're saying, right? When you're saying something, it's going to listen to the things you're saying and it's going to like push your videos out to the things that you're talking about to the ideal audience, right? So friends is better, right? Friendly people, people that are interactive, right? People that are interested in interacting with the content that they watch, kind of energy. It's not guys, it's not girls, but it's like friends, right? It doesn't matter if you're a guy, a girl, an it, a they, a them. It doesn't. That's not what it's important. I think it's like a habit. It's habitual for me to just be like, hey guys, but hey friends. I don't know exactly the right way to start. Like, what is the good way to start the video? Some people sing. I'm not a big singer. I'm not sing-songy. I can sing, but I just prefer not to. It's usually not the... I find it to be kind of annoying sometimes. Like, it's cool if you're like if you've got like a cool little like Tyler's tarot beginning thing, like he does a good job with that. But like if you're just gonna like off the top like start with, you know, singing Bye 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 by NSYNC, it's like is that by NSYNC, I think, or is it by the Backstreet Boys? I'm not sure, but it's just like if you're gonna start the video like that, like I'm gonna have to click the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? So we have Newman and Aries, go for it. Exactly. We have waiting. With Capricorn. We have nostalgia with the moon. It's just the moon. Yeah, it's just the moon. We have a moon in Capricorn. You'd have a moon in Capricorn. This could be for somebody that has a moon in Capricorn, or it's like you have a Capricorn, Aries kind of natal chart, right? So you could be dominant in between like the 10th house and the 1st house, meaning so you have like planets in the 12th, 11th, 1st houses. There's also a really strong significance about your moon, right? Your mom, or you could have been born at night, or there's something about the moon, something about the waters. There's something you've been waiting for. There's something you've been waiting for. We have Taurus, fidelity. Oh. Whoa, what does that mean? We have Capricorn and Taurus. We have the moon and a feeling of nostalgia. Okay. We're going to try a different spread today. Did you guys like when I used the Sex Magic Tarot, or should I use a different one? Yeah, I think you guys liked it. It was good. So my intention for these readings is to somewhat, when I use the Sex Magic Tarot, it's to just like activate your Kundalini, right? To like give you a sense of sacral awakening. Just to like get your, whether it's like a healthy Mars, right? Like you can use that kind of sacral energy to accomplish something in your day, right? Tackle a chore you've been needing to get done. Or maybe it will help you like get the extra push that you need to make the move on the person you've been maybe missing or feeling nostalgic about. We also have Moon and Taurus here. Interesting. All right, let's go. The first card is going to be your sense of self that we're going to be pulling. Let me put the book up here. The first card we're going to be pulling is going to be related to your sense of self. It's going to reflect how you see and feel about yourself right now. It points to an area of your identity you are invited to recognize and bring healing to. We put the Emperor. Okay. The second card is going to be an imbalance. So it's going to be your sense of self can include significant stories or identifications with other projections which hide your light and cause imbalances. So your sense of self can include significant stories or identifications with others' projections which hide your light and cause imbalances. These experiences that bring negative or limiting narratives are commonly encountered in childhood, and they can block your true self emergence. When you aren't seen, loved, or nurtured enough in your true expression, you cannot really know and trust yourself, and you are likely to hide behind a persona that you do not really reflect in your beautiful truth. As they carry negative self-beliefs at their core, they are always calling to be healed. Sometimes these parts feel like an intrinsic part of you because they helped you survive and maybe even to thrive in one sense. They may be in your way of your true self-expression and manifestation now, however. Whoa, that's like not, wait, what? So it's saying here imbalance or soul scar. So that's really giving me really strong Geminian energy, right? It's like, what personas do you put on, right? So it's asking you, can you give me a card to describe the mask that you put on, the main mask that you go to? Like I was just talking the other day about when I got kind of uncomfortable when that person offered me a whole bunch of money. And I like put on my Jesus mask, right? Where like my Mary Magdalene mask, where I just like go into like and it's a defense mechanism, or it's like a fight, flight, freeze, fawn response, right? It's like an altar almost a little bit, but not so much like DID, but just like a persona that you put on to protect yourself, like your protector, right? Your protector altar. I think is kind of what it's talking about, but it's saying it, your soul scar. So can we get one card for that? Like we have an Emperor. So in your core of who you truly are, you are coming through as the divine masculine, right? The divine masculine, the King of Kings, right? That's the king. He's the King of Kings. The Emperor is the King of Kings. He's all of the kings combined in one. He also has secrets. You can see here because he has these pomegranates right there on his tray, which could also give him like some sort of connection to Pluto, maybe a little bit, or Hades, right? So this, and it is like Aries energy when the gate to Hades is in Taurus, I believe, or the second house of your birth chart is considered to be the gate of Hades. I saw that on the astrology podcast. See. We pulled the Hermit. Very interesting. You might get kind of analytical, or like we have the Emperor and the Hermit. That's really interesting because the Hermit is a Virgo card. It's almost kind of like, you know, the Emperor's not really, like, the Emperor's not going to lash out. The Emperor's not going to make an ass of himself, right? The Emperor's just going to, like, Mephistopheles your ass, right? He's just going to, like, trap your soul in a cage and, like, use you as a puppet, really, because the Emperor's pretty advanced, right? It's not, you don't easily become an emperor. Like there's a lot of work that needs to be done to become an emperor. Like you've had to have worked on yourself so much that you're able to have like a really healthy marriage, because technically you don't even get to be an emperor or an empress unless you're married. Like you have to be like in a divine union, right? There's like certain rites and rituals that you have to go through sexually with a long-term partner in order to even truly obtain an emperor status, right? Emperors and empresses are very far and few between, especially, like, I mean, we get it, like, whatever, you can be, I'm an empress, bitch, empress, sex, fucking tarot, ho, bitch, you know what it is. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like an actual real emperor, right? And we're talking sex magic. So we're talking about real magic practices, right? We're talking, it's sex magic. It's the real magic. It's the magic that I feel like that's a majority of what the occult is about. It's hidden because you don't just like, not very many people just like openly have, they don't just like have orgies on the street, right? It's a cult. It's hidden, it's behind closed doors. Maybe I'm wrong, I'm not sure. But you know me, I be orchestrating orgies like a motherfucker. What you talking about? We have a fucking virtual bukkake every day, bitch. I'm so sorry. You have to get your life together, dude. Okay, I mean, it's pretty good. It's not like bad or anything. Oh no. Okay. Judge me if you want to. I don't give a fuck. Okay, let's see. The third card is going to talk about your resources within. And it says, this card is reminding you of the wealth of treasure that is within yourself that can help you know and express yourself as the light you are. Very interesting. So kind of like Gemini, right? Gemini, what is the wealth inside of you? What is your gem? What is the thing about you that is upstanding, right? Like what's your best quality, right? What's the gem in you, right? The Gemini, right? That's your third house. If you want to say it's the junk drawer, no, it's not. It's the thing about yourself that is special. That's like we all have something about us that is unique, or something about us that is right. What's the resource you have within yourself? We have the Queen of Cups. Where does this go? The resources within. So we have the Hermit on the bottom, we have the Emperor in the middle, and then we have the Queen of Cups above. So the Queen of Cups is kind of taking on a Lilith energy a little bit, just because she is on top, right? This Queen of Cups is someone that has an ability to hold space for people, right? An ability to listen to people, an ability to empathize with people. It is coming out in the upright, so that would talk about her ability to hold space for you, in her ability to even potentially like hold fragments of other people's consciousness and heal them without meshing with them, right? Because an unhealthy Queen of Cups has that energy where she will mesh with things, right? Like she will see someone that she likes or that there's some sort of like soul resonance with and be like, oh, that's my twin flame. I'm guilty of doing the same thing, but you have to understand that like even in a twin flame type dynamic, you can't mesh with it, right? You have to understand that while there are similarities and while two souls can be very attracted to each other, that they're never actually the same. And like there's always something different, right? Or maybe it's like if you are in the Queen of Cups energy, you're more than likely going to encounter quite a few situations that are like a twin flame dynamic because of your ability to hold space for people, your ability to hold onto a fragment for us like a period of time. And through working on your own inner child, you can be healing these fragments that you pick up from other people. Potentially. That's kind of interesting. So that's not a message for everyone. That could even be something like a gift you haven't yet fully like awakened within yourself. I feel like you have to go through a lot of work on yourself. You have to really have put in the time and consistently be willing and like not willing, but like you have a desire to put the time in, right? Like you you're hungry for this kind of information. Like you're interested and devoted to working on yourself so that you can continue to make that space bigger and more like more just nicer, right? You have something about like liking to be in really nice areas, really beautiful areas, right? Like the sacred space within yourself. You want it to be beautiful. So then the next one is going to be your resources externally. And it says, this card is pointing to the memories, people, and manifested mirrors which can help you to progress on your healing path. The people, places, and things that have attracted into your life so far. They may either support your journey directly, or they will be well-disguised gifts. Challenges which have arisen in order to spotlight to you the very energies in your own field that have become that you have been unconscious of, which you are now invited to move away or transmute in your embodied healing process. This does not mean that you meet someone cruel, then you are secretly cruel. It means you are healing a part of yourself which expects cruelty due to past experiences or trauma that have not been fully healed. Okay, so this is talking like I see I didn't even know, I've never read that page before, but I was kind of intuitively picking up on that energy, right? So we have this space, right? We have the divine feminine here, the purest form of divine feminine, right? We have the water divine feminine, right? This is like this is right, this is the Queen of Cups, right? This is the chalice of light. That's the that's what I'm talking about, the sacred space. You have the space, you hold the light for other people, or you hold the shadow of another in your sacred space, and you bring enlightenment to it, and you can help heal it, so long as you have, like I said, that's advanced. That's like the advanced gem. So right now, what that card is really talking about, it was less advanced, the explanation they gave. But I feel like if you're devoted to this work, you've heard situations and you've heard energies like what I was just reading there. And if you haven't, then you're interested in knowing more about that kind of thing. Wondering why you expect negativity, or why there's things that happen to you that you accept or that you're okay with having happen. Does that make sense? Like why you would allow somebody to treat you poorly, right? Why would you expect that? We have judgment that just came out. So let's see. I don't know. This is not really making a lot of sense. What is your resources externally? What are the people that are going to show up and help you, right? Like your earth angels. The resources external to you. We have the Lovers. Right? Your external resources, your energetic support, your current like mission even could have something to do with a choice that needs to be made. It could have something to do with you needing to stand up for yourself, use your voice. You need to speak up for something. You need to speak up for yourself, right? I don't know why I'm getting that. I need to find my vape pen really bad. I might have to pause this. The Lovers, it talks about choice, right? You have a choice. Are you going to be in a situation and are you going to feel timid? Are you going to feel self-conscious? Are you going to allow another person's, gems, right? The gem in someone else, right? It's like here you can see this woman here. She's got like really nice boobs. And then there's this other woman here that's like really self-conscious because maybe her boobs aren't as nice. So she's just completely hiding herself. It's like, are you going to be, which woman are you going to be? Are you going to be the woman that's like extremely flaunting herself? Or could you potentially embody this energy? Because I'm curious to see like, what is her gem, right? Why is she feeling so self-conscious? And how can she get herself to be like to a point where she is feeling more comfortable, how can she get to a point where she is living comfortably with other women that are beautiful and that are comfortable with themselves? How can she rise above these energies here that like know they're the shit, that think they're the shit, right? That think that they're, the hottest thing walking. And then how can you be okay with that and not allow that to affect you or make you feel less than, right? Because that's going to close your sacred space, right? We see this energy here of the sacred space. It could even be the man, right? We see the man here. The emperor has the same color hair as that woman here. And then it's like I said, like the shit, like Virgo is technically like the intestines or whatever. And you can see it almost looks like there's something about it's like things switch on you. It's like it's like feeling really gaudy or like feeling very like, oh, I'm the best, right? I'm so hot. It's like something about that, just like it's not going to work that way for you, right? It's like you need to show humility. I don't necessarily feel like that's you. I kind of feel like it could be the other way around, but it's something about like the humility, or it's gonna, if you are the person that's like kind of like like really super flaunting, or just like you think that like your body is the best thing ever. It's like it's not like that. It's like, how can I don't like, yeah, it's good to look nice, but like we're more advanced than that. Like there has to be something about you. But you can see here, like she is guarding her heart, which would talk about that sacred space being open, right? Her having a true, pure, like sacred space that she feels like that, right? There's something in there to protect. It might not look as nice on the outside, but you can see that she has something like emotional inside of herself that she feels the need to like cover, protect, so that it's not being hurt. 2 on the timer. And to find my vape pens, you have to hold on. But do you remember? To your birthday party, girl. Yes, we partied on your birthday this year. How's your earball? I had to put some medicine in her ear. She was having an ear infection. I love you to the moon, boo. I love you to the moon, boo, girl. Yes, I do. I love you to the moon. Yeah, why don't you come up on the couch? Come over here. Up here, get up there and go to sleep. Give me my shit. Thank you. Love you. All right. The next card is the 5th card, and it's going to represent your light family. So this card is reminding you to ask for help from beings that you are surrounded by every moment. Your loving family of light. Would you give yourself permission to receive their guidance, support, and unconditional love? As messengers from the divine, mirroring the Creator's love for you. They honor you, they honor your sovereignty, and have a particular message for you today. Okay, I feel like if you are put into a situation like this, where you might be feeling low self-confidence, I feel like as soon as you kind of get into that energy, I feel like the people will really notice, like immediately, your uncomfortability, and it will, the people will notice it, right? It's not going to be like, you're not just going to go unnoticed. If you're feeling insecure, if you're feeling shame, or if you're feeling jealousy, or if you're feeling unrecognized, or if you're feeling like there's like a threat to your relationship or a threat to your family or something like that, I feel like people are going to immediately take a notice to that, because you can see here, it's almost like the woman is I feel like it'll be the woman that will understand that you're starting to feel uncomfortable. I feel like she's going to be the one that will come and like talk to you, console with you, and make you not feel that way. Like she will reassure you if you're having anxiety. The woman will, right? Because women kind of understand that like emotional, like women know, right? They have that sixth sense. if you are put into a situation where, say, it's like you and your person and there's another person there or something along those lines, the woman will come and reassure you. She will, like, subconsciously, she will understand your boundaries, and I feel like she will respect them. Without you even really having to say anything, she'll just, like, know. She'll check herself if you're feeling uncomfortable or, like, if you're feeling, right? What is this light family card? And the Ten of Cups. I don't know, that red-haired girl in this card is really standing out to me for some reason. It's something about that, like you will, and you can see there's two cards, the Ten of Cups, but we also have this Taurus energy. She has a rose tattooed on her shoulder. I don't know, there could be something about, like, somebody having to, like, go away or suffer a little bit, or, like, going on a trip, or, like, they're not going to be around you. It could just be making you feel uncomfortable, right? It's like if you have a significant other, if you have, like, an emperor, right? An emperor has to have an empress. She hasn't came out in this reading. We have the Lovers, though, and the Queen of Cups, so there could be something about your energy that's a little bit off, that needs fixing, or that needs, like, some adjusting, or that you need to work on yourself so you can get yourself back into the Empress energy. The Queen of Cups came out, which is good because that's the purest queen, meaning that there's not too many like elemental imbalances coming out. There could even be something about, like, getting together with another female, with another woman. Maybe even, like, without your divine masculine, or without your husband, or without the person that you're with, like going and getting together with another woman and being able to work with the woman, right? Woman on woman, like just communicating, being friends, like understanding that way. Or it could be a man and a man, but it's like just like the same sex, and being able to communicate as friends, I feel like, or something like that will really help you regain like a solid foothold, or it will help you be able to like reopen your heart. I feel like this person will they'll be like your hype man or something, right? They'll reassure you. They'll reassure you. The sixth card that we have is the Gift for Self. And this card is showing you the gift that is emerging from your healing process for yourself. So what is the gift that is emerging from your healing process for yourself? I'm going to pull this out just because I feel like it's calling me. It's the King of Cups. So, it's interesting because if we look here, it's like the Queen of Cups, and it's not necessarily on like a throne, but it's on like a balcony. And the King, I don't think they're meant to go together for some reason, but interesting. I'm not sure. There could be something about like the masculine energy, the gift that is emerging is like maybe he's the one that needed the confidence, or it's like maybe he's going to kind of like step up to the plate a little bit more and be more Like, he's going to take his place on the throne, right? He's not going to, like, expect you to be the one to make all of the decisions anymore, right? It's going to be like, maybe it's the man that needs the reassurance. I didn't think about it that way. Maybe he needs the reassurance. Maybe he needs the confidence boost or the clarity or the insight or the awareness of how he can step up to be more in the role of the emperor, right? And that would mean having to kind of like take you off of the pedestal and like making, and like sitting down and making you sit at his feet, right? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. The seventh card is the gift for the world, and this part of your reading prompts you to recognize how your path of healing is a great gift for many people, not just yourself. It will ultimately bring gifts and medicine for the collective. So this is going to be like through this coming together, or through the fixing of this relationship, the fixing of the individual. Like there might be individual healing that you need to do, individual work that you need to do outside of the relationship that needs healing. I feel like that might be what it is, right? It might even be like there's something you need to heal individually, and then you can come back together. It could have something to do with like an overindulging energy. The Ten of Cups can be overindulging. It can also talk about like the end of a really tough cycle, right? Because I was talking about that earlier today in one of the readings about the Ten of Cups. It's Mars and Pisces, and it reminds me of the end of the trail. It's a famous like Native American photo, and it's of like a shaman that's on horseback, and he has his head like hung low, and you can just tell he's been through a lot, and it's like he's coming to the end, or like he's getting to the point where he's at the end of the trail, right? Like it's finally almost over is what it's giving me. It's like it's almost over, like you fought really long and hard for something or for someone or for yourself. Hopefully you fought really long and hard for yourself. I hope that you fought longer and harder for yourself than you would fight for anyone else, right? Because if you don't have yourself, then you can't have anyone else, right? You have to have yourself first, and your own self needs to be like the strongest pillar within you, and then you can grow off of that. But if you're in a relationship and one person loses their sense of self, then the whole relationship just kind of goes to shit, right? You both need to be independently strong, and then both of your guys' strength, it's like you can move a lot heavier of an item when it's two people, but if one person has a broken arm or is not functional, the two people isn't really going to do much of anything. So you need to be whole independently. Someone's phone is ringing. 33 on the timer. Okay, let's see. 8, possible challenge within you. This card has a message for you about something within yourself, such as a pattern that might be getting in the way of fully... Oh, wait, we didn't pull that card. What is the gift for the collective? The Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I hate that so much. Oh, if there's one thing in the world that I hate so much, is not like when I feel like I'm going to sneeze and then please no. That's bright as heck, dude. Damn. Oh my gosh. The gift you have for the collective might be the fact that you are going to have to cut the cord in something that you know for a fact that right now there's something within yourself that you need to heal. And it can be a hard pill to swallow sometimes. You know, I mean, if you're in a happy, committed relationship and you're good, then it's not for you. But you're going to know if it's going to be of more help for not only yourself. I don't really feel like the collective is so important here. I mean, it can be like if you have a very expressive love, or if you have a love that like radiates throughout the whole world, like when you feel like you come in union with this person, that it does something to the whole world, which can be a really strong symbol of soulmates or twin flames, right? It will have a worldly effect, right? It's like it will vibrate throughout the entire world. If it's a true twin flame connection, it will, because it's so rare. It's so rare to have that. But if it's just a regular relationship, there just could be something that you're being asked to heal with yourself right now. It doesn't mean you have to let something go forever, but just like there's something about you needing to focus on who you are right now. And I feel like this whole relationship thing it's getting in the way of something for you. So you're being asked to focus on what you need to do for yourself. And that's the good thing about getting into healthy relationships is everybody can take care of themselves by themselves. And then there's leftovers, right? There's the ability to come together and build off of that. But if like you get into a relationship and maybe it was like that way at the beginning, but that started to fizzle away and maybe somebody started doing everything and you just kind of started existing, and we can't do that. You have to contribute, right? You still have to have your own sense of self. It's super, super important. Let's go here. Possible change within. This card is a message for you about something within yourself, such as a pattern you might be getting in the way of fully receiving the vision of your own life. As you progress on your deep healing and clearing, you can become aware of the nuanced factors affecting your progress. This fucking spread is really, really interesting. So this is going to be a possible change within. So what is this possibility of a change that can be happening within you? The Ten of Pentacles. This card talks about vanity. It talks about reclaiming your self-confidence. Refinding that part of yourself where you like to look at you, right? You like to see you, right? Pussy so good I say my own name during sex. Shout out to Cardi B for that one. That was a good line, right? It's like you need to get back into like loving yourself and feeling yourself and feeling excited for yourself to be in a state of pleasure without becoming like a hedonist, but it's okay to be vain. You have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. You also have the Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Emperor, the Hermit, the King, and Queen of Cups. What are some possible challenges externally? Right, so maybe your vanity could be something that gets in the way, or it's like, maybe it's your inability to see your partner, right? Maybe you went on this healing journey and you did something, like maybe you got your body, or you did something where you got that part of you that made you feel really self-conscious, like fixed or under control, and now you're just kind of like only interested in yourself. And it's like you don't even see your partner anymore. You're not even like where's the love kind of energy? Like where's the connection? Where is that like dying, like burning passion, right, that you have for someone, when it's like you can't, it's like you go to a different, like when you're having sex or when you're together, it's like you go to a different realm entirely. It's like you're not even in this world anymore, but you're like in developer mode. You know what I'm talking about? You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? She is a crazy bitch. I gotta go. Me too, dude. The Eight of Pentacles. Well, we have Miss Prudence here. I love that name. I got pregnant for like a very short time, but if I had not had a miscarriage I don't even know if it was long enough to like consider it actually pregnant. Like I took one pregnancy test, I said I was pregnant, and like a few days later I got a miscarriage. So that was weird, but I was going to name it Prudence. It was during like right at the beginning of coronavirus. That was a whole entire shit show, dude. But Prudence talks about the Eight of Pentacles. And Prudence talks a lot about, they're like being prudent is one of the main things it talks about in Proverbs. I just read that recently. But to be prudent, right? To be, right? It's one thing to be prudent. It's another thing to be insecure. Prudence is good, right? So hold yourself in like a morally, to be pure, right? To be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not tainted, not tampered with, but like uncorrupted a little bit, like to be uncorrupted. Just make sure not to get like too, like there could be something about like becoming kind of snooty or like just like a bad attitude. Like somebody just kind of has like a bad attitude, or it's like, why are you acting so fucking snotty? Like if you look at her face, it's just like where's the love? Like you look hella fucking just like it's not my fault that you're unhappy with your own life. Like you're just projecting your own insecurities onto me, right? I'm over here being nice. I'm offering you a flower. Like I feel like that's just a bad idea. New opportunities. As you deepen your receptivity to the love of the divine and your realization of yourself as a radiant being of love and light, you are being shown with this card something of the opportunities that are coming forth to help you express your gifts to the world. The Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is one of the best tarot cards I think that you can have in the tarot deck. People say it's not. I feel like I've noticed like the worst looking tarot cards. It's kind of interesting, like when you see a really like the Ten of Swords, that's Sun and Gemini. I really like the Sun and Gemini, right? It's the sun, it's the life force. But the third house is kind of like uncorruptible. You can't really take anything out of someone's third house because the third house is the gem in them, right? It's the Gemini, right? You can't take anything from the Gemini, right? It's my gem. You can't take my gem unless we're like legally putting a contract down and you're giving me your gem to put on my finger, right? Like a man, when a man gives a woman a ring, she wears it on her hand, which is representative of the third house being the arms and shoulders. We say it's siblings. I disagree with that. I think that the third house is marriage because it's where you put the ring, the Gemini. So like when you propose to someone and you give them a ring, it's supposed to represent the gem in you, right? That's why you really can only have one wife. Technically you can have two wives, I guess, because you have two arms. You have your right hand wife and you have your left hand wife. It's like there's a wife that you receive from and there's a wife that you give to. If that makes sense, right? Like God, if man is God, right? If the father is God, which would mean that the person with the penis, the person with all of the souls inside of his ball sack, right? You know what I'm talking about? Because that's where like unborn souls are at until they get a vessel, being a woman, that can carry one of those souls or two of those souls at the same time and birth into creation. That's really what magic is all about. It's really about sex and just like the creation of human beings and the moving and the channeling of the sexual energy. Everything else beyond that is just kind of silly. I think that all religion, everything, that's really a majority of what life is about. It's about procreation and keeping your bloodline and your lineage alive and creating strong and good offspring. Survival of the fittest kind of energy. I don't mean to say that life is all about survival, because it's not, but that's really what, that's the point of life, right? That's the reason for all life on Earth, is to create. Oh, wow. This was a fucking reading, wasn't it? It was almost 45 minutes. The spread was weird. I don't like they didn't, the questions were weird. The questions were weird. They gave good examples. The reading wasn't bad. The cards that came out were really good. New opportunities. We have the 5 of Cups. There's definitely, like, something was really good for a while, but there's definitely, like, some issues that you're facing, right? It's like there are still some shadows that need to be enlightened, or there's just some things that you still need to work on, right? That's probably the whole reason you clicked on this reading. You wouldn't have came to this reading if everything was perfect, right? You need to be patient, though. You need to give this person time. I don't feel like you're going to go through a death process, but it could even just be little things, right? It could just be something, maybe you need to go have a spa day. Maybe you need to find space in your heart to forgive. Or, like, maybe you need to focus on not being super afraid of things, right? You need to let go of your fears and just allow yourself to forgive, right? Attend to the details. And we have romanticism with Neptune, and then we have Pisces with healing. 33, 24, 4, 20, and 26. So that was your guys' reading. I hope y'all liked it. It was kind of an interesting one. I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. My name is Nikki FM, aka Mary Madelyn, aka shitbag. Just joking, I'm not a shitbag. I can be, I guess, if you want. The dog can be. I mean, I am a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. In sidereal. I'm a Virgo Sun. Virgo Venus. So, I'm a Chitra Virgo, though. So, bitch, nobody gives a fuck about your fucking signs, ho? What's wrong with you? I don't give a fuck what your sign is, bitch. What is wrong with you? You're so stupid. I'm gonna like the video and I'm gonna subscribe, though, because I guess it was a good reading, but you stupid. I gotta go. Bye.